Good evening. Welcome to the Four Valley Boys podcast. Four Valley Boys show. We're rebranding just a little bit. Four Valley Boys show because we're not putting it in the podcast form because there's just extra work we got to do. I got my guy Ryan. Michael will be joining us. Maybe Anatole pop in there. Maybe Big Shot Major might pop in there. We'll see. But we're going to have our opening shots. It's Terrence Crawford, the greatest of his generation. That's Big Straw's opening shot. College ball review. Notre Dame 0-2. Clemson. Dame for the fire. Dabo.
He got mighty defensive. He get mighty defensive. Dabo.
In his feelings. And of course, we're going to tackle the NFL week 2 and going to week 3. We might touch on Tom Brady. We might talk about Molly Karam actually leaving first take. We don't know, but we're gonna see. But of course, we'll see. But you know what? For the Ryan for to tell me. So
hey, Faye, do me one thing and hit the music. Hey, yeah. Voice. Yeah. Hold on. We them boys. We them boys.
And this is the Four Valley Boys podcast. Of course, I'm your host, favorite Vic. So I got Michael Atwater. Of course, I got Big Straw with me as well. We are live and in production. Brought to you today by whatever sponsor will give us some money. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing started. Big Straw, what's your opening shot for today?
So we've been talking about this Terrence Crawford fight. Terrence Crawford against Canelo. Man, hey, it was one of them things where you actually saw greatness. The build-up was there. People waited on it. And I will be the first to tell you that fight did not disappoint. And the one thing that Crawford, a lot of people didn't think Crawford was going to be able to do was to be able to go up in weight by about 20 or so pounds and do the same thing that he did. A lot of people were surprised when he was still able to box with Canelo. He frustrated Canelo at times, and just prove why people are calling him the greatest of all time. Him and Floyd Mayweather being undefeated are two of the greatest boxers of all time. Now, I will tell you out there in TV land and YouTube, Facebook land, it has to be. It has to be. This man Terrence Bud Crawford has held unified titles in 3 different divisions now. When at the and Canelo couldn't help but to give his hat off to Crawford, because I mean you got outboxed. The man proved why he was the greatest of all time. If you can step up or slip down and still have the same results, you are the greatest of all time. When they gave him the belt at the end, they gave that man like 6 belts. 6. It was like 5 or 6 belts. That man had championships as if he was the old school WCW Ultimo Dragon and went all around the world and did it. But great fight, great atmosphere, one of the better fights, one of the better spectacles in sport this week.
As we bring Michael in there, Michael, do you think that Terrence Crawford is one of the greatest of our generation?
Define generation. Define our generation.
Within the generations, usually what, 25, 30 years?
Yeah, he's in that category. He would, if I would have come up with like the 25 best boxers since 2000, he'll be in there. He's a top 5, top 10 boxer last 20 years. Yes.
Let me ask you guys this too while we're on this opening shot, which is also, if you see the graphics right here at the bottom, Michael, some things little work I put in, little work I put in today.
Looking good
So
there, brother. Looking good.
Look. So it's sponsored by BuyANiceShirt.com. Get all your HBCU and Divine Nine apparel from BuyANiceShirt.com. Do you think Floyd Mayweather has messed it up for everybody in boxing because he keeps taunting that 0 loss record?
I was just Ryan when I just talking about this in our little group.
Yes, sir.
I just brought this up. I think Floyd Mayweather. I think we got away from the era of boxing. See, we grew up on that era of boxing. Like for an example, the middleweight division with Roberto Duran, Thomas Hearn, Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, where they just beat up on each other for 10 years. I think Floyd Mayweather having that unblemished record made this fight, it makes every fight when you're an elite fighter that much bigger. Because you can't lose now. You can't lose a fight if you're an elite fighter now. You lose a fight, then you may not be considered one of the greatest anymore. So I think Floyd Mayweather, now don't get me wrong, we're not talking about Floyd, but Floyd's, that 50-0 record and what he done in boxing, nobody's done that because the competition level may be different, but it definitely has made boxing tougher. I will say this, Floyd Mayweather has made all these dudes bigger purses from the fight. I would say that.
I would say that, and I would say time, because of the way, we ain't talking that long ago, but still, when Mayweather was doing his thing, economics have changed just enough to where, yeah, they are getting bigger purses. But man, I just, that's a sign of the times, and that's, it's just they gonna pay what they gonna pay. And they gonna accept what they gonna accept. You want to put it up there. It was one of the better fights I've seen in a long time, and based on that, I'm a renewed boxing fan. I want to pay a little more attention to boxing. First time I've watched a fight in years. I stayed up to the 2:00 in the morning watching that fight. It's just one of them things where, boxing had lost the spectacle. And one of the things is we didn't know who some of these cats were. Floyd Mayweather left. Floyd was the name for a long time. Floyd, Pacquiao, and some of these others. So, but yeah, it's been crazy. But I digress.
Yeah, I say though, going in and out. For one thing, I know you cannot have a prime time bout start at 1:00 in the morning, guys. You cannot. That was late as all get out, man. You cannot have a championship bout start close to 1:00 in the morning. You cannot. Now, don't get me wrong, the production value, Netflix got way better when they had Logan Paul fight Mike Tyson. That was better. The stream, they fixed the streaming issues. They got that right. Then they hit the views, though. They weren't even halfway to the views with Logan Paul and Mike Tyson. But my only complaints, well, 2 complaints. My only, the fact that he started too late. And that might be it. Before we go any further, let me start this by saying we're gonna go to a 4-shot. We're about to go to a 4-shot, guys. About to go to a 4-shot right here. Straw, you see that? You see that graphic?
Oh, beautiful, and I want you to know it's our favorite show.
We got Horatio Major joining us now. Shot, we're just talking about Terrence Crawford. Do you think he's probably the greatest of this generation?
Absolutely. First of all, what's happening, fellas? What's happening? Hope everybody blessed and highly favored. Yeah, man. Like I don't know how many of y'all watched the fight. I actually watched like every round, and I was a little worried because Canelo was a bigger fighter, And it's been a minute since I really watched the whole fight because they be having it on pay-per-view, and I refuse to pay for the view.
Hard pirate.
Yeah,
Hard.
that's a thing. So I'm watching it and just to see the evolution or the way the tide was turning. Canelo was really trying to hit him. It's bad boxing because he was trying to hit him with the lead body shot as he was going away from him. And then, Crawford was kind of careful. But then every time he kept hitting combos with him, when he came out in that 5th round and said, nah, because Canelo took the 4th. When Bud came out in the 5th with that fury, he was like, nah, I ain't even gonna let you feel good about yourself. That was more mental than physical. And then you could see he started standing in there with him. He wasn't worried about him hurting him. He knew he had to hit him enough times and that, that he was kind of tentative that he wasn't gonna hurt him. And then that's when he just took over the fight in the last 4-5 rounds.
Did you notice now? A lot of people are making that 11th round when he started really whipping him and knew he was losing, and Bud hit him with like a left, and Canelo went off and just got mad because he knew he was losing and he knew it was all over at that point. They're trying to say that people are saying, there are conspiracy theorists out there that will say that, okay, this is one of them things where it's staged. It's, they wanted him to win and all that. But that was a good fight. Easily, you could tell who the better fighter was. He won the first 3 rounds. Easily.
So on that particular shot, like at least the camera angle I had, you couldn't tell that he really hit him like that. You knew he rocked him, but you couldn't tell. And what happens is they trying to slow the clip down to make it more than what it is. Right. He got beat, right? But Crawford wasn't expecting to really hit him. Like he's sitting, that's like a reflex in boxing. He popped him. I mean, he blocked the jab, the body shot, and he hit him with the hook, right? But Canelo, so he rocked him, so he turned his head. Canelo turned his head right back around because hell, he didn't want to get another one. So it wasn't like he got mad. He got hit, turned him. He turned back real quick, like because he needed to see what else was coming. And if you notice, Crawford wasn't even prepared to come with a combo. That was like a one piece to see if it was gonna connect, and it did. He didn't even have a combo to come with that cross. You know what I'm saying? So they just freeze framing it, trying to make it into more than what it was. It was really a great fight.
It was one of the better ones I've seen in a long time. I'm a renewed boxing fan once again. Renewed boxing fan.
Yeah. I woke up the next morning, got my mitts and my gloves, and went outside and hit the bag and all that. I ain't touched that bag in months. I went and jumped on the bag, man. Yeah, I was inspired.
I think Faye comment about the boxing matches starting so late. We got to get it out of Vegas. We got to that because when that fight started, it was 11 o'clock out there and it's 1 something my time. So that's one of the reasons why. I mean, where else you gonna put a big time boxing match besides Vegas? That's part of the problem right there.
Well,
you go New York.
In the middle of the ring, they had the Riyadh season, which is a big thing they do over in Saudi Arabia. They had the Saudi Arabian prince there, and you can move it anywhere. You can take it to London. You can take it to Saudi Arabia because they have a big festival with a lot of different sporting events. You can take it there. The thing is, when you take it overseas or somewhere like that, it's going to start while we all trying to watch college football. So, I mean, damn if you do, damn if you don't. I will say this. If the main event's not coming to 2, you need to start your undercard at
7, 8.
Yeah,
7.
their time, not our time, not at their time in Las Vegas.
Well, that would be 3-4 in Las Vegas.
Right. So you need to start your undercard. Then your main event will roll. If you got 5, 6 undercards, like I think they had, it's gonna roll into 10, 11 And this is a big thing for Netflix. They're doing better and better with sports as they go sports documentaries. So if that's that, they'll look at that again. They'll look at it again.
No, they won't. There's no better place to have boxing in Las Vegas with all those hotels and all those people with money that's gonna spend their money over them 2 days. Y'all crazy.
I agree with you there, Shot, but I'm just saying about going back in the time up.
You watched it, didn't you?
I did.
So then it ain't a problem for you.
Not at all. But that's me. But this man under me, this man sitting right under me says that it was too late. And it might be too late for some people.
They didn't miss his money.
Nope.
They didn't.
36.6 viewers watched the Crawford fight on Netflix. That's pales in comparison that 60 million households watched Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson.
Well,
hold on. And the fight on the same undercard, Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, that fight was at 50 million viewers.
So you saying people turned it off and went to sleep?
It wasn't the same. It didn't get the same draw.
It didn't get the same draw like Jake Paul and the Serrano Taylor fight.
I would say this for Netflix. I'm so glad whatever they needed to fix with the Mike Tyson fight, they fixed it. Because it went no interruptions. It went boom. It was straight through. So shouts out to Netflix for that, man. If this was going to be the fight of the year, they fixed everything so everybody that wanted to see it could see it. And shouts out to Netflix.
You know why? They brought in sponsors, which means they pay for ads, which means they have money to fix the issue.
Well, it's fixed.
Well, you hold on. Canelo versus Crawford is not gonna bring in more viewers than Jake Paul. Like half the people that was supporting Canelo had to leave before the fight started, before they got rounded up. Like, come on, man.
Oh my God.
Everybody not gonna be outside. You got to be documented to go up in there. So you lost some of the viewers already.
That dude going to hell, man.
Just saying.
He ain't lying though.
It wouldn't exactly. I ain't lying. If he would have won,
he is not lying. He ain't telling no false truths there.
Yeah, they wouldn't have been able to party in the streets. Somebody would have been like, "Hey, come in hey, hombre, mi amigo, this is not the time to get arrested, Holmes. We can't do that. It's not the time."
Va aquí, por favor. Va aquí.
No. Esto es la casa. Esto es la casa mañana.
Go to the house tomorrow.
Bunch of damn idiots on this show.
Real quick for me. He not lying. You're right, Shot. You're right. I mean, I was worried about Mark Anthony. I thought they might have got him by Lamos.
I ain't seen Mark Anthony since Man on Fire. So.
Man on Fire when he killed himself. I want to get away part of the movie. You ain't seen it, but at 20 years old, just seen it. Real quick before we get to college football, I know y'all gonna have some jokes. But Stephen A. Smith's girlfriend quit the show abruptly Monday night.
Oh, which one?
Molly Carroll, the host.
Oh, so Molly did leave for real. I've been seeing that. So she left for real.
Molly left for real.
How she left?
She quit. Basically, sent them a text. I'm good. I told people. I know it's a contract dispute and probably wanted more responsibility, but Stephen A. I mean, you blaming her for why she left. I mean, they're not paying her what you getting $100 million, and she only her salary was only $1 million a year.
Let me explain something about ESPN. If it's one, they won. He is they won. He gonna tote the tagline for them, because especially with everything that's happened previous with his partner, with Shannon Sharp. But I will say this, that, and this is Dan Patrick telling me this years ago, the mothership, which is what they call it, because it's the worldwide leader, will take advantage of you and drain you for everything that they gonna pay. everything. So if they wanted more responsibility and weren't going to give her any more money, yeah, I'm out too. Because that's what they do. They're going to take you for everything that you were. Hey, you're doing First Take. Do this basketball. Hey, we got this event next week. Do this for me.
That's the one thing though with her. The only thing you see her on was First Take.
They wanted her to do more, and she wasn't willing.
That's what she wanted. That's what she wanted. She wanted to do more because remember she had a career before she got on First Take. She was on NFL Network,
Well,
doing reporting and did some digital content for them. Basically,
Here's
she
my
got on
take.
First Take.
Here's my take on that. Like nowadays, when everybody can start their own podcast, so if you're not gonna offer me security, financial security for the next, 4, 5, 6 years, then I can just go create my own space with my own network of friends and get my own money. Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. Everybody got their own network of people. No matter how much you think about her or whatever. Everybody got their own network of people that can get enough fans where they can get their own podcast and make her own money without succumbing to whatever the rules and regulations that ES making her do. So it's basically like, listen, if you ain't gonna tighten me up, then I'm gonna just branch out on my own and start my own business. That's what a podcast is, starting your own business.
I mean, that's the same thing. A lot of people were talking about when Jamil Hill left. It's similar. It's very similar. And Shot, you made an awesome point right there because that's exactly what she did. She's still relevant on Twitter. She got her own thing going. You might not hear nearly as much because she's not on the worldwide leader, but she's still out there making her point.
Yeah, she's with the Athletic and did some spots on the Dan Le Batard show, and she didn't leave voluntarily from ESPN. She didn't leave voluntarily.
Yeah, her point was a little abrasive in certain spots.
She got fired. She got fired for talking about Trump.
Yeah, but I mean, the reason she got fired, her point was a little abrasive in certain spots. But
But was she lying though?
No. Just saying.
And real quick, the person that took the bigger hit from that too, not just Jamel, but Michael Smith.
Yep.
He took the biggest hit. So
I'm saying because that was his road dog.
Yeah, let's enough about the opening takes. So Molly, we hope you get a job somewhere, or Stephen S. Smith's gonna pay all your bills for you, which he will. Anyway,
look at that.
And we had a lot of things going on in college football. We got some hot takes and review and some review and preview for the games next week. This segment is sponsored by Hennessy. Explore the possibilities. See, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. See the little graphic down there. All right, see the little graphic down there.
Boy, from week to week, boy, if y'all ain't watching us, y'all missing out on a treat. I'm telling you.
So, what was the biggest story for this past weekend, guys?
Well, go ahead, Michael. I'm gonna let you lead with this one, brother.
Besides the Bulldogs.
No, I think the biggest take this weekend had to be, man, them 5 interceptions by DJ Lagway over there in Florida, man. Like, Florida should have won it. And let me just say something about this, too, with that Florida game. Florida arguably got one of the top defense in the country. They didn't play super bad against LSU. But DJ Lagway is starting to turn into, y'all know how Scooby-Doo when they take the mask off of him. Mr. Jackson. They about to take the mask off DJ Lagway, and it's going to be DJ OKLA or whoever it is. That's who he's starting to turn into. And he's going to have to play good this weekend in Miami. He's going to have to play good. He's going to have to turn it up this weekend because DJ Lagway going into the season, I had him one of the top 2 quarterbacks in the SEC. I don't know where that dude will be right now. But Florida and Billy Napier, them Gators are really on the hot seat, man, because after Florida, after Miami, I think they got Texas at home. So, like, this is a kind of a make or break game for them this weekend against against the Canes.
Go ahead, straw them shot.
I'm going to say that the biggest thing outside of that was the Georgia Tech Clemson game. Georgia Tech, we saw them against Colorado, and we were thinking, okay, well, maybe Colorado is not that great. And right now, it don't look like they that great. They ain't no great shakes in Colorado. So you would think that they would go in and you think they probably left a lot in Colorado, played some of their best ball of the year. No, it ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. We're going to go to what some people had considered to be the ACC champion, de facto ACC champion, the defending champion, and just fold up. But Georgia Tech came on in there with that stick and did what they had to do and came out of there with a win. That was huge. That was huge.
I've been telling y'all about this game for a couple of months. I've been mentioning that Clemson Georgia Tech game. Watch out for that game.
All right, Shot, what's your big take from the weekend?
Hold on, I'm about to enter the studio from my remote location.
All right, we back. What's my take for the weekend?
Yeah.
About them Canes. About Dade County University. You feel me? Shout out to my dope producer Straw. But a couple of takes. Georgia, a champion, found a way to come back and win that game. That's one take. You can never count a champion out. Second take is what Atwater said. Put it on layaway, DJ layaway. Y'all know how y'all used to go to the store and your mom and them used to put your clothes on layaway, put half down, and then go pay on it. That's what he looked like the other day, last week. Put it on layaway. At the same time, that defense does look good. For them to be turning the ball over that much and still not losing by a lot is cause for concern as a Hurricane fan. Obviously, Saturday night is gonna be as big down here as the Notre Dame Texas A&M game. I picked Notre Dame because I thought they, with their backs against the wall, they was gonna need it, and they still lost. And I think Florida's gonna kind of be in that situation right there. So, as much as I'm confident the Canes gonna win it, I'm still very, very leery of the Florida team. And then, my last take is, how about them Canes, man? USF came in and beat Florida, and the critics and everybody thought, still wasn't sure, skeptical, and they beat them like we talked about before. Miami looked like an SEC team on the front line. They look dominant, and Saturday night gonna tell a whole lot of stories. And my last point is, like Money Mike said, if you build it, they'll come. I'm at a place now where I got a lot of kids and football players walking around throwing up their U.
Hey, but let me ask y'all this question about the U in that game. Does that win South Florida over Florida? Really, is it looked at impressive now?
I mean, not now. It's got a little of the shine off of it. It's got a little bit of the shine off of it. I think this week's gonna tell a lot more. This week gonna see. We gonna see. I just think that this game, this is not South Florida walking in there. It's Florida. So we're gonna see either how bad Florida really is, or are they gonna try to compete and keep Billy Napier employed?
So no, I mean, anytime. So one thing I've learned about college football and even the committees, they give you credit for what you did in that moment, right? Whether the team is bad down the line, at the end of the day, be the top 25 team when they were a top 25 team. Now, whether they keep winning or losing is a whole nother story, because you got to understand something. Every week is its own identity. So I don't expect Florida to win for a couple of reasons. One, you've already lost 2 games, right? So, and you've lost in back-to-back games. It's going to be hard to get them guys up. to go play another game, to go on the road and play another game, and then knowing what's coming behind them. Like, that's difficult. So in my mind, they might be already, you know, I won't say defeated, but it's an uphill battle. You know, I don't want to take anything away from them, you know, and I'm still respecting them as a team. So yeah, you give credit what credit is due for where they at, you know. So like Clemson. Clemson didn't look at the time somebody beat a good Clemson team at the time. Shout out to my dog Fred. Them Canes win big. I see you.
My takeaway is something Shot said last year. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my works cited page for those that's in school that does work. You got a works cited page or bibliography. Shot. I'm gonna paraphrase what you said. I want to see what Deion do without Travis and Shador.
Woo! I said that, didn't I?
That's why I give you a work. That's why I put you in the works cited page.
That's right.
Deion is shuffling through 3 quarterbacks and going back to Caden Salter this week.
Mm-hmm.
If you got 3, you don't have 1.
You don't have 1, and I think Deion be lucky if he wins 6 games this year.
I don't think he's gonna win 6. I know I predicted them to win 6. We went through the schedule a couple of weeks ago before the season started, and I said he was gonna win 6 or 7. I go off. I'm backing all the way off of that right now.
Yeah, I just don't see how they're gonna win 6 games. You shuffle through quarterbacks, and I think who's the coordinator? He used to be the coach for the Giants. Mike was a coordinator. Not Sherman. I can't think off the top of my head. I'll look it up. But that defense is not too hot either now. You got Warren Sapp up there, but he's just a D-line coach. He's not the coordinator, but your team's giving up an average of 27 points a game. Getting the ball, still getting ran over. Offensive line still ain't protecting. So who are these folks you putting off the street, dog?
I don't know who he got, but I mean, he got a decent coaching staff. Everybody on his staff has been in the NFL at some point. I think he just got Marshall Faulk.
He got Marshall Faulk. Yep.
So I mean, it's bull. At the end of the day, it rests on him because he is the one that has to go out there and beat these bushes for more recruits. Now, without Travis, without Shador, you done had 2 years to plan this. You've had a couple of years to plan for this. You got to do a better job. And this might just be a learning thing for him. This just might be a learning thing for him. Just like that first year in Colorado was a learning experience. This is gonna be a learning experience too without your stud horses out there.
Remember, did we really expect? Did y'all really expect Colorado to be 8-4, 9-3 team after them 2 dudes left?
I said 6. I said 6.
Like Travis Hunter, bro, is a generational talent. Shador was a really good quarterback, but he wasn't no generational talent. Travis
Julian
Hunter
Lewis is the question.
Generational talent up there, bro. Like I wasn't expecting him because number one, Colorado ain't just knocking them dead recruiting anyway. So they ain't getting you're not getting a lot of recruits, and what you getting out of the transfer portal ain't really the greatest either. So I wouldn't expect. I got them 6-6, 5-7 anyway. This ain't no football factory. So what they're doing, not surprising.
Just highlight some of the coaches. Robert Livingston, the defensive coordinator. Pat Shermer, that's what I was thinking about. Pat Shermer, offensive coordinator. Brett Bartolone, pass game coordinator. Greg Hilo. Gunnar White, I think he used to be a quarterback, if I remember correctly. Marshall Faulk. Warren Sapp. Rashad Davis, the analyst. Johnny Matt, analyst. Skylar Morningway, that's Marty Morningway's relative. Going through these names, I'm like, dude, you got a big staff. Well, that's college, though. So, I mean, you got a lot of analysts and digital content, man. Goodbye. Okay.
Isn't that Deion Sanders Jr.?
Can I touch on that for a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, and this, I think he would have. this would have been a debacle no matter where he went. And no shade on Deion, but I guess it will probably come off as that, right? So, and I'm gonna keep this under a minute. He used his influence and his name to get 3- and 4-star players to Jackson State, which is all you needed if you wanted to just have better talent, right? And then when you got to Colorado, so I'm listening to the names that you reeled off on that list, and I don't know a lot of those people. That they may have a whole lot of coaching experience, but I know a lot of the big name people you mentioned don't have a lot of coaching experience. And when you're talking about winning at the highest level, everything has to be precise, has to be on point. Nick Saban, who I don't care for Nick Saban, never cared for him or Alabama, but I always rooted for Alabama because I like the discipline and the detailed approach that Nick Saban brought to the coaching staff. And he would talk about how everything has to be right. And I've never seen a Colorado practice, but if you don't have that kind of experience and that kind of detail, it's going to show up in games with teams of the same talent, especially teams with more talent. And like you said, Deion had 2 years to prepare for this. He never cared about going to sit in somebody's living room. I'm guessing because he was Deion. You know, and one thing about college, you gotta go get some players. So now they gone. They supposed to leave a year ago. He made them stay, remember?
Yep.
He made them stay. Right? Because he wanted another year. Right? So he made them stay. They stayed another year. They left. And other than that big lineman and the kid Julian Lewis from Georgia, you can't name not one other recruit out there that went to Colorado. That's real.
Oh, we're going 5. We went 5 wide, but now we're back to 4 wide because Aaron told him dipped off the screen for some reason. I don't know what happened to him. He'll come back. On that shot producer. Well, he back now, so he back. Go Dogs.
Hey, my bad, y'all. That's my bad, y'all.
Hey, you see the graphic, Anatole? Hey, you see the graphic?
I see him. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud. I wish they were orange and green though. I wish they were orange and green, but I'm proud of you, bro.
Hey, that dog on Anatoly, he like he like the man from Microsoft. He started his business in his garage.
Yeah, man. You know I got little kids, man. I have to be back here so I can be a lot as I want to be. I'm in the garage, man.
I feel you.
And Faith, before we move on to, I guess what the preview of this week,
NFL.
college football, NFL, man, let me shout out the Georgia Bulldog real quick, man. And I'm not just saying this as a Georgia Bulldog fan, but bro, any team would have won in that. Now Tennessee outplayed Georgia, but Georgia, man, they got some of the most. They got some of the most resilient players in that locker room. And I'm saying this to say this, man. Gunnar Stockton, he's got it. We was wondering if Gunnar Stockton was going to be able to handle his business. And I knew when they came out with the first play and they went up top, Gunnar Stockton is ready. We got our quarterback that can lead us to a national championship. They got to tighten some stuff up defensively. And let me say this defensively. A lot of those pass plays down the field, a lot of those were 50-50 balls that Georgia just didn't win. They got to win them. But overall, I'm really feeling Georgia and what they got going on. I like what we got at receivers. We got 4 running backs. They got depth all over the place. And I ended by saying this. When the season started and you looked at the SEC quarterback, we didn't have Gunnar Stockton. Nobody even talked about Gunnar Stockton as being one of the best quarterbacks in the conference. I think right now, today, Gunnar Stockton is probably one of, I would say, top 3 or 4 quarterbacks in the SEC right now. I think the dude from Oklahoma, Mateer, is probably the best quarterback. The kid out there at Arkansas. But Gunnar Stockton, and if we just rank the 16 starting quarterbacks in the SEC before the season started, we didn't have Gunnar Stockton probably in the top 10. But right now, Gunnar Stockton is one of the top 3 or 4 quarterbacks in the SEC. I really like what we got at Georgia. Still got a lot of tough games going on. Most of our tough games going to be at the crib. But Gunnar Stockton showed us that he can lead us to the promised land.
Okay, we heard you could have said that in your
not so fast, my friend.
Uh-oh.
Not so fast, my friend.
We got Fade Corso.
So we're just gonna overlook Nussmeier and the North Sellers and
Exactly.
Aguilar.
That's what I'm saying.
Aguilar.
Like
Can
you
I
gotta give
say
them
something?
that.
Can I say something, sir? Can I say
Bro,
something?
you give
May
me
I say something?
Mateer, Aguilar, Buddy from Arkansas, and Gunner Stockton. Sellers got knocked out last week.
There you go.
Nussmeier.
What he
What
did against
about
Florida? What he did against
What you see
Florida?
Nussmeier do against Florida? How
What
he
he do
play
against
against Florida?
Florida?
He might be no one pick.
what
No, he's
about
not.
with my boy Marcel Reed at Texas A&M? They just had a big one this weekend
He
too.
looked pretty good. He looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcel Reed look good.
It's a quarterback rich conference. I would rather and Michael, I agree with you to a certain point. I don't want them talking about him. Don't talk about him. Do him the same way you did Stetson Bennett, and we gonna keep the train moving. That's it.
They talk about Stetson. And I'm gonna say this real quick. So Gunner has been trained by the offensive coordinator's daddy for years. George Bobo used to be at Thomasville High for years. So he's comfortable with Mike. He committed to Mike when Mike was at South Carolina. But to go through your rankings, I like the kid from Missouri, the kid from Arkansas. I love the kid from Oklahoma. I think he is great. Nussmeier, whatever his name is, he didn't look too hot against Florida. But I got Gunner at 6. I mean, he's in front of Arch. He's in front of DJ Ladway, which I said this summer. DJ Ladway ain't practiced none this summer because he had a bad leg. So you got to have
And
reps
he
playing.
had never had a true role game. Folks got to keep that in mind too. LSU was his first true role game.
Yeah. So yeah, I like Gunner. I've seen Gunner play in person. I'm like shot. I've seen Gunner play in person, and I like Gunner. Gunner's not gonna wow you, but he's gonna be steady. You just need somebody steady, and you gotta get a right tackle in there. We'll be fine.
Oh, we got
It's just
Bo
a
Hughley
bad
now.
take. It's a
Bo
bad
We be
take.
11-1.
To be honest with you. Honestly, it's a bad take for you to say that. Like, I know you're a Georgia fan, but it's a bad take. Like,
What's
he's
that?
not top 2. He's not top 3. He's not even top 5 when it comes to passing yards, right? Like, he's thrown four touchdowns. When you got people like the boy from Arkansas that threw 11 touchdowns, he wasn't even the best quarterback on the field Saturday with Joey Aguilar, who's thrown, I believe, like 8 to 9 touchdowns. Mateer
He
might
took
be
care of the ball.
Like, cut that out.
He took care of the ball shot. He took care of the ball shot.
I get that, but he
took care of
interrupted
the
a
ball.
whole tape to talk about Gunner Stockton like he's top 2-3 in the SEC. False.
Yeah, I said 6. I did say 6.
He's eighth in pass yards in the conference.
Hello,
That's,
look at that.
and that's fine though. We only played 3
that's okay,
games.
but you
We
gotta
only played
think
3 games.
Georgia's trying to run the football, so yeah, he
He's 11th in touchdown passes.
He got 4 touchdown passes.
How many rushing touchdowns he got, Fade?
I don't know. I'm just looking at passing because he's a quarterback. He's tied for 5th in sacks.
Oh, don't do that now. Don't do that now. He's just a quarterback.
He's tied for 5th in sacks.
Because we like Marcel Reed. We like Marcel Reed.
I'm with you. They ain't got to talk about Gunner.
We like Marcel Reed and Sellers because he can run. They can run, right?
We see what's going on because like they disputing the comments. I'll take it. He can be 7 or 8 right now. We'll revisit this in November.
Let me say this.
He is 5th in completion percentage. He is 5th in completion percentage.
Fabian, he threw for 300 yards on the road, no interceptions, rush for a touchdown,
That's
pass 2
the yards
touchdowns.
he threw for the whole year. He had no choice.
Okay, hey, he played winning football on the road.
Take it easy. Take.
They play Austin Peay.
Let me end it right here because I don't want no more said about Gunner Stockton. I don't want anything else said because then the reason I don't want nothing else said because we gonna jinx him. I don't want to jinx him. We got the Tide coming to Athens next week, not this week, but next week. Yeah. So let him keep flying under the radar. And when they pop up and just keep getting knocked down.
Can I say one last thing?
Hold on. The one thing that they tried to kill him, saying, "Oh, he done throw but 5 yards for every completion." The first play, just like Michael said, he went down there to Young, showing, "Hey, I can throw this football." So let his actions continue to speak. We ain't got to talk about all that other stuff. Let his actions continue to speak.
Everything you saying is what Atwater just did not do.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna leave it alone. They talk bad about my boy Carson Beck about 2 years ago. Somebody on this show, now he love him.
Hey, that's his boy. Hey, that's his boy.
That's his boy.
That's his boy.
That's his boy.
He
A special live on a Saturday and talk bad about Big. Now that's his guy.
What he driving down that shot? What he driving down that shot?
Hey, like a dog.
What he driving down that shot? A Lambo.
Yeah, hey,
Lambo
listen, man.
pull around the corner.
Hey, and it's totally wrong for that. We ain't speaking for at least a week, bro. Because he don't win. And almost some, hey, like a dog. Like a dog. I can't even walk it back. Like a dog.
Ooh, he unearthed something on you, didn't he?
I knew it was coming at some point. That's why I put in the pre-production thing, we back. Like, cause he handling business. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, like a dog.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm the baby pappy. I'm the pappy.
Yeah, we gotta get into this NFL right quick. We ran a little bit over college football because Georgia, dominated the last 5 minutes over. But he
don't want to talk about it.
All right, NFL review and preview. This segment is brought to you by Arizona Tea, which also costs diabetes in 99 seconds, which is remarkably the same amount it costs, 99 cents. I'm just gonna ask that question, Shot. Kansas City done?
No. I'm glad you asked me first. First of all, your top running back is out. Your top wide receiver is out. And if I'm not mistaken, your number 2 receiver is out. So, and then you got enough draft capital and you got enough smart people in the business to know that you are 1 or 2 trades away from being back there because your defense is still legit. So please don't get like my dog. Don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. Do not be surprised if number 10 in Miami is back in Kansas City in a couple of weeks with Ricochet Rice and then your boy Isaiah Pacheco, and then we can revisit this conversation. So I would say, they can't fall too far behind. I just had a conversation with somebody about the Dolphins and all that, and I said, if by the trade deadline, if Kansas City can somehow get to 4-4, they're gonna make some moves and be a problem.
I would love to see Tyreek Hill in Baltimore. I don't know how they're going to work, but it makes sense for them to go back to Kansas City. Straw, Mike, then Anatole real quick. Kansas City done?
No, they just 2 games. It's just 2 games. Now, when they get their stuff together, now these are the games last year that they could have lost. They were winning by 1 possession here and 1 possession there. Now they're losing these games. So now, when they come together, they're gonna come together. They're gonna get it right. I don't see them being done, but they're gonna get it right. I don't know if they're gonna be able to make the deep run unless they just completely get it right. But they are not done by any stretch of the imagination. None whatsoever.
I think Kansas City right now they may be the 4th best team in the AFC. I don't see them getting back to the AFC Conference Championship. So, in my opinion, Kansas City is looking like how Golden State started to look at the end of their dynasty in basketball. They still good. They still gonna make the playoffs. But I don't know if they'll make the AFC Conference Championship game. The LA Chargers are for real, y'all. The Chargers are for real. I like what the Chargers got, and I know people gonna be like, "Well, Chargers ain't won nothing, they ain't done nothing." It may be their time, but it really would surprise me if Baltimore and Buffalo are not back playing each other in the AFC Championship game in January.
I'm gonna say this about Kansas City. You can't say that that's over, but we gotta talk about my homeboy a little bit. He had a kind of down year last year. I don't got the numbers in front of me. I'm on my cell phone, but I don't know if that's because the receivers wasn't what they used to have, but they got to get the man some help like they got LeBron some help. He needs some help because Kelsey, he not the same guy no more. Their defenses, I mean, they could have beat the Eagles Just like my boy told my frat brother, he ain't had but 100 yards passing. That's all he had. This game was really close, really tight. Kansas City still got a good football team. Just got to get some help from my homeboy. Cause right now, if you got him on fantasy, you're not starting my homeboy at all.
Mm-mm.
You're not
Mahomes
gonna start
26
him.
touchdowns, 11 picks, and it didn't go for 4,000 yards last year. So, producer.
Well,
In,
isn't that what Cam said?
in 17 games though, right? In 17 games, it's an
16.
extra game.
16 games.
16 games?
Yeah,
It's
16
16
games.
NFL
Remember,
games?
he got hurt too. He got hurt.
Oh yeah, okay.
But,
No, he
like,
played. He didn't play he didn't play week 18. They sat.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
sat
yeah.
everybody week 18.
Yeah.
and then hold on, he got hurt. He didn't finish one game. He didn't finish one of them games.
Which game he
Trust
did?
me, I had him on my fantasy team last year. He didn't finish
Yeah.
15 or 16 game. He didn't finish it.
But
Probably the one
26
against the
touchdowns.
Texans. Probably the one against the Texans in the regular season, I think.
It was the one against the Texans. He didn't finish that game. But isn't that what Cam said? Cam said he wasn't a top 10 quarterback.
No, he was talking about.
He was talking about hurt.
Talking about hurt.
Talking about hurt.
Oh, I'm sorry. You talking about Mahomes?
I was talking about Mahomes.
Oh, Mahomes is a top 5 quarterback, hands down. Hands down.
Stat-wise, no. Period.
Stat-wise?
Stat-wise. I'm talking about stat-wise.
Because people know what he's missing. People know what he's missing. They know he's missing his number 1 receiver, his number 2 receiver, his number 1 running back. Like, who's going to do anything missing that?
Yeah, because he was missing Rashid Rice the whole about 15, 14 games last year. He didn't finish.
Xavier Worthy out.
He should be back this week though against the Giants.
Right,
I let him sit.
He's throwing at DeAndre Hopkins.
No, he was Baltimore.
But that's what I meant. Yeah, like he's throwing to nobody. Who are the Kansas City receivers?
Number 85, whoever he is.
Thornhill.
Oh, Taquan from Booker T.
Taquan Thornton. Yeah, Taquan Thornton.
I saw somebody picked him up in one of my leagues. I'm like, why they picked the Ty?
That joker can run, boy. That joker can run. He can
That's
run.
it.
Yeah.
Run, boy. He got to be from down there.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, listen. He another one of them 3 stars Atwater talk about. I can't remember where Taquan went. I think he went to like Texas,
West Virginia,
craziness like that.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that boy be running number A and elbows, butts and elbows.
Baylor. He went to Baylor shot.
Baylor, that's right. He went to Baylor. Yeah, he went to Baylor. In the league now. From Overtown to the league. Shout out to Taquan.
Anatole, I'm on it tonight. These stats on Anatole. You better watch out now.
Hey, man, I'm on my cell phone, man.
Producer well. Producer well.
Look
real
at
quick,
man. I got 3, yo.
All right. I'm gonna do a round. I'm gonna do a quick takes for everybody. Anatole, should the tush push be banned?
No, my frat brother's doing a great job with that. No, sir. Mm-mm.
Even they false start every time they do it.
They got to call it. We have committees in place in NFL, and they vote against those things, and they say, "Hey, keep it going." So we'll keep it going. Who are we to go over the NFL?
No, man.
NFL has their own day. They have their own day, right shot.
Find a way to stop it. Find a way to stop it.
They playing football. They ain't 7-on-7.
Yeah, find a way to stop it. Don't take that out.
Yeah, that speaks to the heart of competition in any sport. Just because it gives you an advantage. I mean, it's just like you blowing a team out 56-7, and then they're still running the football well. You gotta. It's a competition thing. You got to find a way to stop it. You out there to compete. Find a way to stop it.
Michael, over or under 4.5 games Jackson Dart starts.
I'm gonna go under. Russell Wilson, which he played against my defense that week in the Cowboy. If he continues to throw the football down the field like that,
there's an
Russell Wilson is all right.
There's an defense. Hold on, defense. There was an defense.
Hey, we got the W.
Like online offense.
Okay, well, we got the W. Whatever you want to say, that's fine.
I'm just saying.
But I think it'll be under. It'll be under 4.5.
Ryan. Green Bay Packers are the.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Green Bay Packers are the biggest threat to the Eagles.
Yes, they are. Green Bay Packers. I I knew they were going to start off well, but I didn't think they were going to do what they've been doing, taking care of the division opponent in the first week of the season in the Lions, and then last week having a good game there. I don't. Yeah, this is what it's supposed to be. This is what they envision when they put Love in this position. This is what they envisioned when they got when they got Micah Parsons. So, and the better that he gets on that defense, the more games they're going to actually win, because Love ain't gonna be able to do it all himself. Defense gonna have to hang their hat somewhere. And now that they get Michael Parsons, they're starting to hang their hat a little bit, just a little bit.
Shot over or under week 9.5. Mike McDaniel will be fired.
Under. You mean 9.5 weeks?
Yeah, week 9 or under, or week 10 and over.
Oh, I got Mike McDaniel being gone in 13 hours.
Goodness gracious. Hey, Faye, so he hit the under then.
Way
under. He's going
Hey,
under.
This dude put an exact number. He said 13 hours.
13.
Way under. I don't see Mike McDaniel making it to what's the next holiday?
Halloween.
Yom Kippur. See, I'm from South Florida. We celebrate Jewish holidays down here.
Okay, so
I don't expect him to make it to Yom Kippur.
Yom Kippur.
That's next week, ain't it?
Ain't it?
Yeah, that week.
Ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shalom.
Hey, Faye, real quick, Faye, is Joe Burrow our generation's Andrew Luck?
I'm gonna do you one word.
Now you showing out.
You showing out. He might be worse than that. It might be worse. Might be worse.
Andrew Luck ain't never go to the Super Bowl. He better than Luck.
Yeah, he better than Luck.
Yeah.
I was about to say the same thing. He's been to a Super Bowl, so
I'm just about the injuries.
He doesn't have good luck right now with all these injuries, but he is, this man. I think this is the same injury when Deion Sanders went to Baltimore.
That turf toe.
He had turf toe, but I didn't know they graded that thing. Now I thought turf toe was just, like a little small hyperextension of your big toe. Man, this is they said grade 3, he'd be out 3 months
minimum. Just say you out the rest of the year. Just go say you out the rest of the year.
They trying to put a timetable on like he got a shot of coming back. Now, whoever comes in, I will say that they have one of the better receiving cores in the league. And if they play it right, that they could probably prolong it long enough to where he could probably play in a playoff game.
Well, let me, because I kind of dealt with a mild case of that. The reason why it's 3 months, because he's not going to be able to walk. Like that goes up there with one of those Achilles injuries, because and I don't know how many, if you've ever had a splint or anything in your big toe, like you can't walk. Like every time you take a step, is God painful. So he's going to be immobilized for a couple of 6, maybe a month just from the surgery, and he's not going to be able to put any pressure on that while it heals. So I would probably say 6 or 7 of those weeks is just rehab and getting the leg back, because he's not going to be able to move. He's not going to be able to put any pressure on that on a surgically repaired toe. It's not happening.
I will say this: if I was him, I go once he gets that cast off, because I'm sure he's in a walking boot or a cast. Go down there to Mexico, or go down there to South America and do like your boy Kirk Cousins did and get you some stem cells.
Yeah, he went Antigua. He did that in Antigua. I saw that on quarterback. He did with Antigua.
He got to get the Oriental massage where they pull your big toe. Like he never had that. Like, oh my God, you gotta
pop
that's
that
a
big
good
toe.
massage, that boy. That is a good massage.
They pull your toes. Like if he ain't never had that, what is he waiting on? Jesus. You know what?
If he got a foot fetish, that's a very happy ending.
No, I'm serious. It's called Oriental massage. Like for real, they got a bunch of them down here in South Florida. But they really pull on your toes, like they put. You know, how you get your toes popped. They do that. I'm telling you.
It's like a reflexology type deal.
He ain't never been down here. That's the problem.
He never come back. If he'll stay down there, get rid of Tua. No, you love that shot. Last question before we go. Daniel Jones, true or false? I'm going to ask you: are the Colts this year's darling or this year's Saints from last year?
To be determined. To be determined.
I call phony. You can't make me believe for right now that Daniel Jones is a legit quarterback. I'm just not ready to do that. Same thing with Sam Darnold. And you see what happened when the clock struck midnight. I'm not ready to believe that Daniel Jones is a legitimate quarterback. Not right now. Sorry.
Daniel Jones, my boy Danny Dimes, is showing out. He has all the talent, Danny Dimes. But I won't put him on my fantasy team now. I'm just joking, y'all. He got the physical talent. He just can't. I don't know. He doesn't put it together. Maybe he'll put together a shot like you said, like Darnold did in Minnesota. Shout out to Judge McCarthy. But yeah, they messed that up. But anyway, yeah. But Colts is too early. But their owner, she on the sideline, but she's enjoying herself. She is playing fantasy football on that sideline. She playing Madden.
You got a legit running back, Jonathan Taylor. You got a couple of decent receivers. You hit on your first round pick in that tight end.
Your best offensive lineman, the best offensive guard in the league. The kid from Notre Dame.
Yeah, the offensive line, the whole offensive line is solid.
Yeah.
I wish it was there for Andrew Luck, but that's neither here nor there though. But
they do too. They
Mike,
wish it was Andrew Luck.
Do it there. Yeah. Mike, real quick. Colts, phony or real?
I'm gonna say real because of the division that they playing in. Like they can possibly win that division. The Texans ain't looking the best. We know what Jacksonville got. Tennessee might well play college football. They might well be an NCAA team on how they looking. I say they can be for real.
It's a good show, guys. Good show.
Yes, indeed.
We gonna see
I'm looking at WNBA. When did the finals go to 7 games in the WNBA? Boy, they tripping.
This year. It had to be this year.
Boy, they are tripping.
I know they went 5-7. I know what 5 last year. So injuries to the dream.
Hey, shot. Yeah. You seen the lights in Fam Stadium? They acting a fool up there, boy. Tallahassee, boy. You see the lights they got?
They better score some points. I'll be up there next week. I try to get all my games before homecoming. Where I stay away.
I got you.
I'll be up there next week.
You gotta come to a night game shot. It's a mess.
When I'm going to, it's a night game, isn't it?
At the Alabama State game?
Huh?
I think it was a night game. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was a night game.
Kickoff.
Yeah. I can't text you. In that Nest Stadium.
Oh yeah. The reception was bad. Too many people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, too many of them on. Anyway, don't get me fired. Hey, y'all boys be good.
All right, man.
All right.
All right. We all next week. We out.